Download the My Hingham app today and report issues and get information on town government with ease. Available on the App Store and Google Play. You can submit service requests or gain information with just a few taps on your phone. Using the My Hingham app puts immediate access to town resources in the palm of your hand, including calendars of meetings and events, agendas for upcoming meetings, building permit filing options, online bill payment options, and info about our boards, committees, departments, and services. For more information, please scan the QR code on your screen.
This meeting of the Select Board is called to order on June 16th,
Recording in
2026
progress.
at 6:01 PM. This meeting is being held in person and/or remotely as an alternate means of public access pursuant to Chapter 2 of the Acts of 2025 and all other applicable laws temporarily amending certain provisions of the open meeting law. You are hereby advised that this meeting and all communications during this meeting may be recorded by the Town of Hingham in accordance with the open meeting law. If any participant wishes to record this meeting, please notify the chair at the start of the meeting in accordance with Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 20F, so that the chair may inform all other participants of said recording. Is anyone else recording the meeting this evening? Okay, seeing none. Just to state for the record, participating this evening is myself, Liz Klein, Chair, Julie Straley, and Bill Ramsey will be joining a little bit later remotely. If you're willing and able, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Next on the agenda is approval of minutes. I don't believe we have any. Okay. Next on the agenda is to consider approval of a special one-day wine and malt beverages license to Vitamin C Brewing LLC for the summer solstice at World's End, to be held on Saturday, June 20th, 2026, from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., with a rain date of Sunday, June 21st, 2026, from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Do we have Rich with us and Elisa?
Yes.
Okay.
They're promoted as panelists.
Okay. Hi, Rich. How are you?
Good, how you doing?
Very well, thank you. Thanks for being here.
Absolutely.
Do you want to kick us off, or do you want to have Elisa explain the event?
Oh, it's okay. I can go. So this is the summer solstice event over at World's End. It's gonna be everybody's gonna go up to the top of Planters Hill. We're gonna have music. Aldous Collins is gonna be there. There'll be food, Mom on the Go, Rockin' Burgers, Wanderlust, and also be I believe this cookie truck, the nuttiest cookie, and Smiles by the Mile, the ice cream truck is gonna be there. And the plan is for us at Vitamin C and Stellwagen to be serving beer.
Excellent. And I'm assuming it's the same format and setup as previous years?
Yeah, I believe so, yes.
Yes, that is correct.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
And the same attendance you're expecting?
Yes, 350 cars.
Okay. And I'm assuming there's a police detail, correct?
We requested one, yes.
Okay, perfect. Julie, do you have any questions?
No questions. It's always a great event in the town of Hingham, and it looks like there'll be good weather, so great event.
I know, but I can't believe it's here already.
I know.
But I know there is a rain date for Sunday. I think I see a hand up.
It's Mike Snowden.
For Stellwagen?
Yes, he was number 5, so I didn't promote him.
Okay, all right, well, yeah, we'll take these one at a time. Are you ready to proceed with this one, Julie?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'm ready to take a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the issuance of a special one-day wine and malt beverages license to Vitamin C Brewing LLC for the summer solstice at World's End to be held on Saturday, June 20th, 2026, from 5 o'clock PM to 8 o'clock PM with a rain date of Sunday, June 21st, 2026, from 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock PM.
Second, roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well. We don't have Bill yet, correct? Okay. All right, next on the agenda is to consider approval of a special one-day wine and malt beverages license to Stellwagen Beer Company LLC for the summer solstice at World's End to be held on Saturday, June 20th, 2026, from 5 PM to 8 PM with a rain date of Sunday, June 21st, 2026, from 5 PM to 8 PM. Mike, do you want to go ahead?
Hey there, yeah, thank you. Can you hear me all right?
Yes.
All right, great. I'm actually at another offsite right now. But yeah, I think Rich said it all. Alyssa, you're on as well, right?
She
Yes,
is.
I'm here.
Yep.
Great. Yeah, so it's the same event. We're gonna roll up with our tip certified bartenders, just as we've done in years past. We haven't, I don't think, it's been always a great event. We're looking forward to it. We appreciate the opportunity. And yeah, I mean, any questions for me?
I don't have any questions. I know it is a great event. It's been held successfully for many, many years. It's a wonderful tradition, so thank you, and Rich, for being part of it. Julie, do you have any questions?
No, I was just going to say thank you for coming to this event and being part of it.
My pleasure.
Any questions or comments from members of the public? I'm ready to take a motion.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve the issuance of a special one-day wine and malt beverages license to Stellwagen Beer Company, LLC, for the summer solstice at World's End to be held on Saturday, June 20th, 2026, from 5 o'clock PM to 8 o'clock PM, with a rain date of Sunday, June 21st, 2026, from 5 o'clock PM to 8 o'clock PM.
Second, roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well. All right. Well, thank you. Good luck with the event.
Thank you so
Next
much.
on the agenda is to consider approval of a special one-day wine and malt beverages license to Widowmaker Brewing Company Incorporated for the July 2nd All-American Picnic to be held on Thursday, July 2nd, 2026, from 3 PM to 10 PM with a rain date of Friday, July 3rd, 2026, from 3 PM to 10 PM. We have, do we have Marco on? And Keith?
Yep.
Hi, how are you? Hi, Marco, how are you?
Good.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about the event?
Yes, so this is the second year we're doing a big event at the harbor. Last year, we had a drone show. We had 7,500 people in attendance, probably the largest event the town has ever had. This year, we could not afford to raise the money for the drone show, so instead, we're hosting an all-American picnic and dance party. So we are expecting between 3,500 to 5,000 people. We will have a fenced-off beer garden area with Widowmaker, just like we had last year. I've connected with Sergeant Kilroy and all the details, and I think we're good to go. The event will start at 3 o'clock with kids' activities, 3 to 5, bouncy castles, face painting, and the likes. Food trucks arrive around 5 p.m., and then Booty Vortex comes on from 7 to 9.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Marco, and the committee for all your efforts to make the 4th of July celebration special here down at the harbor. In terms of the beer tent, that will be next to the
It'll be in
community
the same
room?
place as last year. So
Okay.
it's right next to the Bathing Beach Community Room.
Okay, and open to the public, not a private party, correct?
Correct, yes.
Okay. Okay, great. Keith, did you want to add anything?
Nope, we're all set. We have all of our tip certifications, our staff on ready. We have a good plethora of beer ready to go. It's gonna be a fun event, so looking forward to doing it again.
Excellent. Thank you for being there.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming there's a police detail, Marco?
Correct, yes.
Okay, perfect.
So one other side comment, and this is for later discussion, but we've had a really hard time getting food trucks to come this year. Some of them have gotten out of business, but there's a prevailing view that Hingham is closed for business. And this has been an ongoing battle. It is just so incredibly difficult to get permits in Hingham. And there's so many layers that we've got to find a way to streamline this. It's just not fun for any of us. So I understand, the people that are enforcing all of these things are doing their job, but we have to solve this at the select board level. It is just impossible to really, get things rolling here compared to other towns.
Okay, I appreciate the feedback, Marco. Is that with the Board of Health, or that doesn't go through our office, does it?
It's
The Board of
all
Health
of the above.
permits. The Board of Health permits food trucks.
Okay,
Board of Health, food trucks, and town hall, by the way. Getting permission to, rent the community room, I mean, it was bloody impossible for our event that we raised the money for to pay for this. I mean, it's just, it's frustrating.
I appreciate that. Yes, it should be easier. We will look into that. Thank you. Do you have any questions or comments, Julie?
Quick question about the beer garden. I just want to confirm that the beer garden would be in operation and selling to the public starting at 3 p.m.
We haven't actually solidified the time. What do you think? The kids' activities are 3 to 5. It gets to be a pretty long day, right? From 3 to 9 perhaps for Widowmaker? What's your call on that?
As far as us, we're ready to go. I have all of our staff is on board and I mean, we're set for it, but depends on what everyone else would prefer. I understand that, it's a obviously heavier kid lean from 3 to 5. So if we wanted to do later, but I mean, we're down for 3.
We
2
do,
hours.
yeah, we have some of the food trucks also arriving a little bit earlier than 5.
Yeah, no, we're fine with 3. We already have a plan ready to go for that time. So we're all for it.
Okay.
Well, I was asking the question not necessarily to encourage to start at 3, but I was just trying to clarify the time
Right.
window. So, and
Yes.
we think it's a family fun, friendly activities. I don't know. I don't know if it's necessarily for me to suggest one way or the other, but I was just trying to clarify when you were starting
Yeah,
to serve alcohol.
I'd say we would go with the license for 3. And if anything changed for some reason, we still have the 3, we would only start later. We would not start earlier.
Yeah, and Julie, I mean, these are all adults with little kids, and they're pretty educated in general, so I think we're okay on that.
Okay. And then, Marco, I just wanted to thank you for your efforts to set up this event. And it's another year second year where we finally get to take July 2nd back and have it as an event in Hingham on the harbor. So I want to thank you and the Harbor Development Committee for its efforts in setting up this event again. And I appreciate your feedback. I'm sorry that you had some trouble with the logistics for that and getting the permissions and permits. So we'll take that. We're taking that in and would like to do something about that. So thank you for your honest feedback.
All right, one last comment from me, and then I'll stop. We had a flag put up at 30 Summer Street, so
I saw
I
that
ordered
today.
Yeah, so it's, I think it's 16 by 26 feet, and we're going to be promoting that with the Historical Society as a place to have, social media pictures taken for kids and so forth to promote the 250th anniversary of the American Revolution.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Marco. You ready to proceed?
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve the issuance of a special one-day wine and malt beverages license to Widowmaker Brewing Company, Inc. for the All-American Picnic and Dance Party to be held at Hingham Harbor on Thursday, July 2nd, 2026, from 3 o'clock p.m. to 10 o'clock p.m.
There is a rain date, correct?
No, there is no rain date.
Oh, there is not.
That was crossed out on the application, July 3rd.
Oh, not on mine. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, just wanted to make sure. That
It's
would
too
have to be in the,
difficult. Yeah, it's too difficult to reschedule all the food truck vendors and Booty Vortex.
understood. Just wanted to make sure if there was a rain date, it would have to be in the vote language. So, okay. Second, roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well. Well, thank you, Marco. Best of luck. We'll see you down there.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, Keith, and I know you need to stay for the next one,
Yep.
right? Okay.
Yeah, we gotta.
Next on the agenda, to consider approval of a special one-day wine and malt beverages license to Widowmaker Brewing Company Incorporated for the Weir River Farm Sunset Picnics to be held on Thursday, June 25th, 2026, from 6 PM to 9 PM. Do you-
Yeah, it's oh, go ahead, sorry.
No, go ahead. Tell us a little bit about the event.
It is quite literally the exact same as the other two with Vitamin C and Stellwagen. This one's us, and it's just an hour later since I believe through the summer, the sun stays out later. But on that particular day, there's it's just us for beer. There's the Mom on the Go food truck. They do grilled cheeses, and the Nuttiest Cookie is back that day as well. But just about like the same with everything else. We have our tip certifications. We have our all our ducks in a row for it. It's the exact same event, just with us instead of the others.
Okay, perfect.
So
And
thanks, Rich and Mike, for telling more about it.
Yes, and I know we've had these for several years now, and it's a
Yeah.
nice tradition.
Love 'em.
And I know there's a police detail required, and I'm not aware of any issues. Julie, any questions?
No questions.
All right, you ready to?
Yeah.
I'm ready
And this
to-
one's at Weir River Farm. The other one is at World's End. The Sunset
Oh.
Picnics are at Weir River Farm.
Yep.
But other than that, it's the same.
Yes. And same format that you've done in the past at the farm, correct?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Yep.
I'll make a motion to approve the issuance of a special one-day wine and malt beverages license to Widowmaker Brewing Company, Inc. for the Weir River Farm Sunset Picnics to be held on Thursday, June 25th, 2026, from 6 o'clock PM to 9 o'clock PM.
Second, roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well. Great, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, next on the agenda, to consider approval of a special one-day wine and malt beverages license to Stellwagen Beer Company LLC for the Weir River Farm Sunset Picnics to be held on Thursday, July 16th, 2026, from 6 PM to 9 PM. So obviously, this is the same event. Alyssa, do you want to add anything?
Yeah, there are 5 of these this summer, so they're all the same. And when we hit August, they go from 5 to 8-ish instead of 6 to 9. But other than that, they're all the same. I've requested police details for all of them. And yeah, we have a food truck, a beer truck, a dessert truck, and a few hundred people. And that's it.
Okay. Any questions or comments from, well, Julie, do you have any questions? Okay.
No.
Any questions or comments from members of the public? Okay. I'm ready to take a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the issuance of a special one-day wine and malt beverages license to Stellwagen Beer Company LLC for the Weir River Farm Sunset Picnics to be held on Thursday, July 16th, 2026, from 6 o'clock PM to 9 o'clock PM.
Second, roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well. Great. We do have to do each of these individually, so thanks for everyone's patience. Next on the agenda is to consider approval of a special one-day wine and malt beverages license to Vitamin C Brewing LLC for the Weir River Farm Sunset Picnics to be held on Thursday, July 30th, 2026, from 6 PM to 9 PM. Anything you want to add, Rich?
No, I mean, same format, Weir River Farm, music, food, and we're providing the beer for that one.
Excellent. Julie?
I'm ready to make a motion.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve the issuance of a special one-day wine and malt beverages license to Vitamin C Brewing LLC for the Weir River Farm Sunset Picnics to be held on Thursday, July 30th, 2026, from 6 o'clock PM to 9 o'clock PM.
Second, roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well. Next on the agenda is to consider approval of a special one-day wine and malt beverages license to Widowmaker Brewing Company for the Weir River Farm Sunset Picnics to be held on Thursday, August 13th, 2026, from 5 PM to 8 PM. I know
Yep.
that-
Actually, it's the exact same lineup as the other one, same food, same beer, just a different musician. So all the same.
Okay, excellent.
I'm ready to make a motion.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve the issuance of a special one-day wine and malt beverages license to Widowmaker Brewing Company, Inc. for the Weir River Farm Sunset Picnics to be held on Thursday, August 13th, 2026, from 5 o'clock PM to 8 o'clock PM.
Second, roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well. Passes, and we're on to our next one. Next on the agenda, to consider approval of a special one-day wine and malt beverages license to Vitamin C Brewing LLC for the Weir River Farm Sunset Picnics to be held on Thursday, August 27th, 2026, from 5 PM to 8 PM. Any questions or comments?
Nope.
Okay. I'm ready to take a motion.
Are we on this one, or did we just do this one?
We're on 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to approve the issuance of a one-day wine and malt beverages license to Vitamin C Brewing LLC for the Weir River Farm Sunset Picnics to be held on Thursday, August 27th, 2026, from 5 o'clock PM to 8 o'clock PM.
Second, roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well. All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you. Next is to consider approval of a special one-day wine and malt beverages license to Widowmaker Brewing Company Incorporated for the summer send-off at World's End to be held on Saturday, August 22nd, 2026, from, it must be 10 a.m., yes? 10 a.m. to, is that right? No, that's not right.
5 PM
It's-
to 8 PM.
Yep, okay, sorry. 5 PM to 8 PM with a rain date of Sunday, August 23rd, 2026, from 5 PM to 8 PM. All right, do you want to tell us about this one, Alyssa?
Yeah, it's very similar to the summer solstice, although we have slightly less people. I think that one has 250 cars of parking spots available. But other than that, it's the same. The concert's up on the top of Planters Hill, and we have food trucks and the beer trucks. And let me just look at the lineup for that one. I don't know off the top of my head.
I actually have it right here, Alyssa.
Oh, perfect.
It's, that particular day is, oh, wait, nope, sorry, it doesn't list in this one.
Oh,
wait.
that's okay. I've got it.
Okay, sorry.
No, that's fine. It's just the dip, Casey's Curbside Bistro, Smiles by the Mile Ice Cream, and the nuttiest. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. It is Mom the Go, Wanderlust, Just the Dip, the Nuttiest Cookie, and Ellie's Treats.
Okay, and that does have a rain date, correct?
Yes, although we try to avoid that, but the
Yes.
rain day is just the following day.
Okay. All right, any questions?
Nope, it's very straightforward.
Any questions or comments from members of the public? Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve the issuance of a special one-day wine and malt beverages license to Widowmaker Brewing Company, Inc. for the summer send-off at World's End to be held on Saturday, August 22nd, 2026, from 5 o'clock PM to 8 o'clock PM, with a rain date of Sunday, August 23rd, 2026, from 5 o'clock PM to 8 o'clock PM.
Second, roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well. So that passes. We're on to the next one. To consider approval of a special one-day wine and malt beverages license to Widowmaker Brewing Company Incorporated for the Fall Festival at Weir River Farm to be held on Saturday, September 26, 2026. This again is the wrong. Oh, this is right. From 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Is that the right time, Alyssa?
Yeah, it's 10 a.m. I did notice on the agenda that it said 10 p.m., but I
Yes.
figured that was,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, so that one is, we do this every year. It's all day long. And we have coming, this is the last event, I promise, and I thank everyone for their patience going through all of this. But we have Mom on the Go, Just the Dip, actually, not Casey's Curbside Bistro anymore. I forget who's coming in their place. We have a different truck. And Ellie's Treats and Selwagon and Widowmaker are the beer trucks that are coming, beer vendors. And we requested a police detail, and we have about 1,200 to 1,500 people coming throughout the day.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Of course.
Any questions or comments?
No questions.
Okay. Any questions or comments from members of the public? Okay, I'm ready to take a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the issuance of a special one-day wine and malt beverages license to Widowmaker Brewing Company, Inc. for the Fall Festival at Weir River Farm to be held on Saturday, September 26th, 2026, from 10 o'clock a.m. to 5 o'clock p.m.
Second, roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well. That passes. And the next one. Stillwagon. Okay, same event, Stillwagon. To consider approval of a special one-day wine and malt beverages license to Stillwagon Beer Company LLC for the Fall Festival at Weir River Farm to be held on Saturday, September 26, 2026, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. All right. Anything you want to add? Alyssa, I think we lost Mike.
Oh, yeah, no, that's everything.
Okay. Okay. Any questions?
Nope, just
All
happy
right.
to be at the end of the list.
Yes. All right.
No offense, good times ahead.
I know.
Many
Thank
good
you.
times ahead.
Yes. Thank you for all you do for the community. Great to
Oh,
come
our
together.
pleasure. Thank you for your patience going through all of that.
All right. We have one more vote.
I make a motion to approve the issuance of a special one-day wine and malt beverages license to Stillwagon Beer Company LLC for the Fall Festival at Weir River Farm to be held on Saturday, September 26th, 2026, from 10 o'clock a.m. to 5 o'clock p.m.
Second, roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well. They all pass. So best of luck with the events. Thank you again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great summer. Do we have Bill on yet?
I don't see Bill yet.
Okay.
I'm looking for him.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to skip the next agenda item, just so we can have Bill Ramsey participate. So moving on to discussion of Center for Active Living ideas. So we had presented a few weeks ago some different, well, really debriefed town meeting, and as a select board, shared some reactions, reflections from town meeting, heard from members of the public on reflections, reactions, suggestions for moving forward. We decided to create a feedback form and email address to collect ideas and feedback for the Hingham Center for Active Living Next Steps. So just wanted to provide an update on that. That feedback window has closed. Thank you to everyone that participated. We received about 60 messages with different types of feedback, different themes. I'd like to share the high-level themes that we heard from, and then we're open to considering more feedback, collecting more feedback if you want to reach out to us directly, but this feedback period has come to a close. So a summary of the high-level themes of the feedback that we received. One was to use existing buildings before constructing a new facility. A second was to avoid development at Bear Cove Park. The third was to reduce project cost and tax impact. The fourth was to revisit Town Hall and the police station expansion option. The fifth was to explore the Hitchcock Shoe building. Sixth was to consider a broader community multi-generational center. Seventh was to improve parking and operations at the current Center for Active Living. 8 was to conduct additional public engagement and needs assessment. 9 was to improve transportation and senior services, and 10 was to consider a smaller, phased, or delayed approach. So as you can imagine, although those were the 10 overarching themes, there was feedback in many different areas, pointing in many different directions. So I'll open it up to Julie for your comments and feedback. But I think we're still in a phase where we're figuring out what is the most immediate short-term needs and actions that need to be taken, and then what is the longer-term solution for the Center for Active Living.
Yeah, I think what you just said, Liz, is important to understand that we are not going to rush into lurch towards the next step necessarily, but there's short-term and then there's longer-term just as I expected. There were ideas all over the place about what to
Yes.
do. It was, and then within those sort of subcategories of areas that Liz just covered, there were a few really outside of the box ideas. So, it's always good to hear different perspectives on things. But just like what we heard at town meeting, you have different camps of people who are just very concerned about the economy and the bottom line, their bottom line, and the town's bottom line. And then also the camps of people who are very concerned about the seniors and their facilities and their ability to do the programming and services that are required and important to us as a town. So we need time to keep working on this.
Yes, agreed. Tom, do you want to talk about anything that's happening kind of in the very short term?
Sure, I've been working with the Senior Center Director, or the HCAL Director, Jennifer Young, and identifying some short-term, fixes that we could apply to the existing space. I know it's not what a lot of people were looking for and were hoping for, but we had been neglecting that space with the anticipation of potentially moving and not wanting to spend good money after bad. But now that it looks like the seniors might be there for a little while, we'll probably do some improvements, short-term improvements on the outside space. Just if you're looking at the front entrance to the Center for Active Living right now, off to the right, there's a courtyard that's covered by a bunch of overgrown hedges. We'll likely remove those hedges, rethink and reimagine some of that space out there, get some facilities that I think people will enjoy and want to use. Jennifer's got some great ideas. We'll spruce that up a little bit, make that nicer. We're also cleaned out some of the two-room space that was the old officer in charge, or the OIC space for the old police station, which was the entrance point. If you ever engage with the old police station, the entrance point right at that large window, there's a double room associated or just behind that window. So we've cleaned all that out. We'll paint it and fix up the walls and make that space something that can be used for programming purposes for the seniors. So a little bit extra space there. Both of those things can be done at little cost to the town. So we'll proceed with those in the short term while we try to figure out what we're going to do next.
Okay, great. Any questions or comments from members of the public? Josh, you want to come up?
Joshua Ross, 125 Wampatuck Road, Vice Chair of the Council on Aging. Can you talk a little bit about parking? Because if we're going to expand spaces for more programming, we are going to need more parking, obviously. Thank you.
Thank you, Josh.
So expand space is I don't want to oversell what the OIC provides for space. It's two rooms that might allow another couple hundred square feet worth of space. I can say that we are looking at scheduling changes, weekly schedule changes that could open up at least one day a week with some parking for seniors and senior dedicated parking. But that has yet to play itself out, but it's in discussion. So unfortunately, that's what we've got so far.
Yes.
Something.
Sure.
One of the pieces of feedback that we did get, not necessarily related to a building of the senior center, but was the suggestion, we heard a couple of suggestions of having programming on Fridays, which is currently not happening, but Fridays, town hall staff are not here. They're not working on Fridays, so therefore that would free up parking spaces. So I don't know if that's something the Council on Aging is seriously considering, but that could be a good short-term solution as well.
Yeah, I don't think it's the council's call. If it is, by all means, let us know. But I think it's more of a staffing on an administration level, not a council on aging thing.
Yeah, that is the scheduling change I was alluding to. We've started the conversations with staff. When we went to a 4-day work week, we went to a 4-day work week. We didn't go to a Friday off week. So we'll accommodate what needs to be accommodated for the services of the town. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of considerations that have to go into how we apply those different changes. And there's other parking solutions that could be imposed, recommended.
Yes.
As well. But again, all of that needs to be socialized, so.
Right, and the rec model being that the Recreation Department offers programming Monday through Friday in some capacity, in some kind of staffing, spread out or whatever. Yeah.
Do you,
Yeah.
they can't hear you at home. Do you want to come up?
Sarah Smithson, 18 Pilgrim Road. So I was in the background talking about parking because that was one of the things I had suggested of trying to take advantage of that opportunity of what was in the past and the interest of the members and I think the larger community of trying to offer programming. I don't know if it was the 8-to-1 schedule or something like that, similar to what the rec center. So the building's open, so it's not like bringing in more facilities people, it's about the staff. And I think there's a model that the rec department has of like assistant staff that's an hourly wage or some other category that could be looked into versus adding that to the plate of the existing staff.
Yes. Yeah, I think it's a great suggestion. Thank
So,
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Other questions or comments? All right, so more to come. We're not done, and we want to have a better solution for our seniors. So please know that we are actively working on it and trying to come up with a good short-term and long-term plan. So again, it will be on a future agenda in a few weeks, and we will provide another update.
Bill's on, I don't know if he
Oh,
wants to jump in and say
yeah.
something.
Hi, Bill.
Everybody.
Bill Yancey, joining us
How are you?
remotely. Did you want to add anything about HCAL?
Not at this time, but thank you, Liz.
Okay. All right, any questions or comments from members of the public on HCAL? Okay, all right, we're going to go back to agenda item number 15, application for a limousine license submitted by Loop Shuttle, 334 Rockland Street, Hingham. And we have Mr. VC with us. I am personally involved with this company, so I'm going to hand this over to Select Board Member Bill Ramsey to lead the discussion.
All right, thank you, Liz. We do have the applicant, Charles VC, on behalf of Loop Shuttle appearing. Charles, are you there?
I'm here.
All right, can you tell us about your application and take an opportunity to tell us about this business venture?
Sure. And we've got my colleague, Sean Brundage, who's on the Zoom as well. But the venture is called Loop Shuttle, and Loop is a dedicated local ride service designed specifically for kids. We are trying to address the challenges the parents and caregivers have in getting all their kids to overly scheduled lives. So we plan on having a number of shuttles with professionally vetted drivers, which will be 7D certified, which is a certification that you see with sort of the smaller school buses around town. And we've got a dedicated app where parents can track where their kids are going, when the kids have been picked up, and we're hoping to launch, this summer.
Excellent. Sean, would you like to add anything to Charles' presentation?
One of the hyper-focus that we're doing right now with this company is the locally vetted drivers, completely background checked and fingerprinted. We separate ourselves from the Ubers and the Lyfts from basically having drivers that are local to the community and that know the community and people that aren't from different areas and basically making it as safe as possible. Aside from having local drivers, we're going a step further and doing not only the Corey and Story checks, but we're doing fingerprinting with all of these drivers as well for a next level of security. So that's basically the hyper focus of this whole thing, aside from, relieving parents of the stress of getting all these kids to 8,000 sports per season and all that. It's just making sure that they can get their kids there safely.
Fantastic. I'll just add my 2 cents here. It's my understanding, based on my research of this company, that it's a locally owned and locally operated business. And I think that is fantastic. Anytime, Hingham residents come together to put something forward for the betterment of the community, I think it's going to be great. I've worked with Charles on a lot of different projects over the years, and he's a wonderful guy to be involved with everything. So best of luck with it. And let me see if Julie has any questions or comments.
No questions. I see the application is in order and that the vehicle was inspected and is in safe and good working order, and that the driver has been vetted. And I'll just say that, I mean, my kids are a lot older now, but that it definitely fills a hole. I mean, it's very difficult to shuttle kids around, and then, I don't know, you want them to go to different activities, but people work or they have different things going on in their lives. So it's just a really nice option. And so thank you for bringing this idea to town.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do any members of the public have any questions or comments about this agenda item?
There are none.
All right, seeing none, Julie, if you don't mind, I would take a motion.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve the issuance of a limousine license to Loop Shuttle, 334 Rockland Street, Hingham, in accordance with the application for a limousine license filed with the town of Hingham on June 10th, 2026, effective through December 31st, 2026, and to approve Doris McCann as the primary driver and Charles Vasey as an additional driver.
Excellent. I would second that motion. All those in favor signify by roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
I'm also an aye. The motion carries unanimously. I'd note the record will reflect that Liz Klein recused herself, did not participate in the discussion or the vote. And with that, I'll turn it back over to you, Liz.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Bill. Thank you,
Bill.
Charles.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Julie.
Sean.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for being here.
Thank you.
All right, next on the agenda, appointments. And we have quite a few. We have a new one and then some reappointments.
I'm ready to continue
So-
the Julie show.
Yeah, exactly. So ask for your patience again, but we appreciate all of these volunteers that have come forward. We've had many talent bank interviews so far, and then all of the people that are recommitting and agreed to be reappointed. So thank you for your good work and continued service. Okay. Do you want to
I'm ready.
make a motion? Okay. Start with the appointment.
Yep. I make a motion to appoint Gina Marie Jameson to the 4th of July Parade Committee for a term ending December 31st, 2026.
Bill's muted. He did second it.
Oh,
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
aye.
Bill?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well.
I would make a motion to reappoint Cullen McGee to the Affordable Housing Trust for a 2-year term ending June 30th, 2028.
Second,
Roll call vote. Julie?
aye.
Bill?
Aye.
I'm an aye as well.
I'll make a motion to reappoint Joseph Ruccio to the Zoning Board of Appeals for a 3-year term ending June 30th, 2029.
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
I'm an aye as well.
I'd make a motion to reappoint Lauren Galvin and Mario Romania as associate members of the Zoning Board of Appeals for a 1-year term ending June 30th, 2027.
Second,
Roll call vote. Julie?
aye.
Bill?
Aye.
I'm an aye as well.
I make a motion to reappoint Jeffrey Long to the Audit Committee for a 3-year term ending June 30th, 2029.
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
I'm an aye as well.
I'd make a motion to reappoint Joanna Chmielinsky, Michael Chaffee, and Claudia Eaton to the Bear Cove Park Committee for a 3-year term ending June 30th, 2029.
Second,
Roll call vote. Julie?
aye.
Bill?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well.
I'll make a motion to reappoint Carolyn Aliski to the Beautification Commission for a 3-year term ending June 30th, 2029.
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well.
I'd make a motion to reappoint Stephanie Gertz, Emma Lee, and Jessica Foley to the Commission on Disabilities for a 3-year term ending June 30th, 2029.
Second,
Roll call vote. Julie?
aye.
Bill?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well.
I'll make a motion to reappoint David Ellison to the Community Preservation Committee for a 3-year term ending June 30th, 2029.
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
I'm an aye as well.
I'd make a motion to reappoint Henry Heidel, Robert Mosher, and Thomas Robbie to the Conservation Commission for a 3-year term ending June 30th, 2029.
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
I'm an aye as well.
I'll make a motion to reappoint Leon Marion, Sarah Smithson, and Elaine Ward to the Council on Aging for a 3-year term ending June 30th, 2029.
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
I'm an aye as well.
I make a motion to reappoint George Kay and Sue Sullivan to the Country Club Management Committee for a 3-year term ending June 30th, 2029.
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well.
I'll make a motion to reappoint Kathleen Nugent to the Cultural Council for a 3-year term ending June 30th, 2029.
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well.
I'd make a motion to reappoint Jeff Bellows to the Development and Industrial Commission for a 5-year term ending June 30th, 2030.
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well.
I'll make a motion to reappoint Robert Beal Jr. as a GAR Hall trustee for a 3-year term ending June 30th, 2029.
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
I'm an aye as well.
I'd make a motion to reappoint Marco Bora to the Harbor Development Committee for a 3-year term ending June 30th, 2029.
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well.
I'll make a motion to reappoint Charlie Sickle and James Tian as part-time assistant harbor masters for the town of Hingham for a 3-year term ending June 30th, 2029.
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well.
I make a motion to reappoint Elizabeth Dings and Robert Stansel to the Historical Commission for a 3-year term ending June 30th, 2029.
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
I'm an aye as well.
I'll make a motion to reappoint Stephen Weiss to the Library Board of Trustees for a 3-year term ending June 30th, 2029.
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well.
I make a motion to reappoint Sarah Carolyn, Martha Ryan, Jason Ryan, Michael Schillen, Paul Wasson, and Sean Wegener to the Memorial Bell Tower Committee for a 1-year term ending June 30th, 2027.
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well.
I make a motion to reappoint Philip Shute and Michael Studley to the Shade Tree Committee for a 3-year term ending June 30th, 2029.
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well.
I'd make a motion to reappoint Dave Anderson to the Weir River Water System Citizens Advisory Board for a 3-year term ending June 30th, 2029.
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well. Excellent. Well, thank you again for everyone who's serving the town and has applied. We have one more night of interviews, and then we'll be doing future appointments over the next couple of weeks. We wanted to fast-track the 4th of July Parade Committee one so they can get started working right away. So thank you so much. Next on the agenda is public comment. Any questions or comments from members of the public on items not on the agenda? Okay, seeing none. Town Administrator Select Board reports. Katie?
I just wanted to share a little bit of good news from the financial perspective for FY26 and then a little bit of good news for FY27. So for FY26, we got notification from Senator Patrick O'Connor that as part of the Fair Share Amendment for FY26, they were able to secure for Hingham $296,344 for winter remediation because of all the snow and ice. I got confirmation from his office today that those funds were approved by Governor Healy, so they're in process. I'm still trying to track down the date when they arrive, but hopefully it looks like it'll hit before year end, which is good news.
Yeah, excellent news.
So in terms of a small offset to the large snow and ice number, we will be receiving that thanks to the Fair Share Amendment and the work of Senator O'Connor's office. So that's some good news for FY26.
Great.
For FY '27, just a little bit of budget good news. When we had budgeted for the property and liability renewal at the time, the renewal happens in June, so we did our best estimate as to what we thought one of the scenarios could be. We had budgeted a 10% increase. It came in at a little over 7%, which is $50,000 that we will not have to expend in FY '27, so smaller but still good news ahead of the fiscal year beginning.
Excellent. Great news. Thank you, Katie. Tom?
Excellent news. Thank you, Katie. That's a great report. I just wanted to recap what I think a lot of you may have heard or seen in a message that was issued earlier today regarding the Weir River water system. So the Weir River water system is reporting significant water shortages in both the Turkey Hill and Ackwood Pond tanks. Today, to address this problem, Chief Murphy stood up the Emergency Operations Center with our water operations contractor, Veolia, our water company consultant, Apex, and representatives from all three communities affected by the Weir River water system, Hingham, Hull, and Cohasset. This discussion led to several planning initiatives and another message to the community, in addition to the one we issued last night, that many of you may have seen around 2 o'clock this afternoon. I'm going to read that message now because I think it's important. It's purposefully written, and I want to stress the importance of this. So, a total outdoor water ban has been issued. Effective immediately, towns of Hingham, Hull, and North Cohasset. The Weir River Water System, in partnership with the towns of Hingham, Hull, and North Cohasset, has issued a total outdoor water ban. We are currently experiencing low water reserves in our storage tanks due to overconsumption and drought conditions. All outdoor use is prohibited until further notice. This includes lawn and landscape irrigation, washing vehicles, filling swimming pools or hot tubs, using sprinklers or hoses for recreation, and any other non-essential outdoor water use. Maintaining adequate tank levels is critical for drinking water supply and firefighting capabilities. Current water reserves have reached critical levels, and immediate conservation is necessary to protect public health and safety. Additional indoor conservation measures are strongly encouraged. Those include taking shorter showers, run dishwashers and washing machines only when full, use shorter wash cycles, and turn off faucets while shaving, brushing teeth, washing vegetables, etc. We appreciate the immediate cooperation of all residents and businesses during this critical period. Together, we can preserve our water supply and for future needs. This water ban will remain in effect for the remainder of the season. Season is a term that we use loosely right now. We're trying to determine what the length of this water ban will look like. But for now, everyone should expect that it's going to be a lengthy water ban. This is a significant shortage. Failure to comply may result in fines and/or shutoff of water service. Please complete a water restriction violation report form if you see any activity that you believe to be outside of current water restrictions. Just a personal note, I've been working on this now for quite a while, and I can tell you that I haven't seen the urgency and the concern in our public safety employees the way I have the last few days. They're responsible for your safety, and they cannot do so without adequate water. So we're talking about life and safety. We're talking about fire suppression. We're talking about potable water delivery. This is the core that government does for its residents, and we cannot do that when we don't have enough water. So please, stop watering your lawns. The grass will come back next year. Hopefully we don't have this problem, these types of drought conditions again, but we have to work together to keep this community safe. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Tom, and thank you to everyone that has been working so hard over the last several days to deal with this issue, and especially Water Superintendent Russ Tierney and Fire Chief Murphy. So thank you. Julie?
No report.
Okay. Bill?
I just briefly, last week, I was able to attend the mock town hall that has become so popular in town with, I think it's third or fourth graders from.
Third graders.
third graders, thank you, Julie, from the different elementary schools in town. And I just want to really just thank everybody who participated in that, the volunteers that went behind it, Deirdre Anderson, the Historical Society, Bev Vernon is a driving force behind it. School department's a big sponsor of it. Become very popular with the kids. It's a great program. Very, very grateful to Bev to continue to do this for the children that participate. My kids participated and they loved it, and it was a great event. I know Julie participated in it as well. So thank you, Bev, and thank you for everyone who made that such a successful event.
Great. Thanks, Bill. Thanks for mentioning that. It is a great event and a great learning for anyone that's new to town meeting. Was it up during public comment? Okay. I'm not prepared to take additional comments, but if the person online has questions or comments, please feel free to reach out to the office. Thank you so much. With that, I will take a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion.
Oh,
go ahead.
Julie, go ahead.
I'll make a motion to adjourn the select board meeting.
Second.
Roll call vote. Julie?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well. We are adjourned at 6:55 PM. Thanks so much, everybody. Good night.